Well, it wouldn't be good. I think, obviously, I think a lot of it will be the humiliation of it all. I think, the fact that, this is the mighty Leeds who are now in the second division, if you like, and that would be, it would be hard to take because it would be embarrassing, especially for people like myself and the late Billy Bremners and the Don Revies and the Alan Clarks and the Jack Charltons of this world, to think of the work that was put in some 30 years ago to build this club up, and we were very much part of that. We've seen it down there before, actually. We've seen it when they almost got relegated to this league going back 30 years ago, what could happen, but fortunately it didn't happen, and the club came onwards and forwards from there. But for that all to be destroyed and be back where they were would be very hard for us, and it would be hurtful. But you haven't got to dwell on what's gone in the past. It's the future that is important, and that's what's got to be worked on. Yes, if we'd gone down, it would be a tragedy. But as I've said before, I still think the potential of this club is so great that it won't be long till it comes back. We're not a Colchester who can only get 3,000 or 4,000 fans. We're a big football club who can attract 30,000 fans plus if things are going well. We're a one-club city. It's the second biggest business city in Great Britain now after London. So we've got so many pluses in this area, but we just need a football team to match the progress that the rest of the city is making. Unfortunately, we've been left a little bit behind. The city's booming, buildings are going up all over, capital has been invested in Leeds, but unfortunately Leeds United have been left behind, and that's something hopefully we can amend. Of course, I mean, the thing is you've got to look at, as I said, the potential is here. If we get the investment and quickly, it's something you want to do straight away. It's not something you want to let fester and be down there a year or two. It's something you've got to hopefully be able to get the money together to make sure you'll be coming straight back. I think that's very important because you have a fan base and people will give you a chance. They'll go for so long thinking, okay, we're going to come back, let's get behind the situation. But I think if they see there is no great improvement and things are still on sort of a nosedive situation where the improvement isn't happening, they will drift away. And that's something we as a football club have got to stop. We have got to make it, if we do go down, we've got to make next year a big, big season. Even if it means gambling a few quid to get there, I think that gamble's got to be taken because it's so important that you keep your fan base, you keep them interested, and bring things back as quickly as possible. And I think that's what everybody will be looking at. Okay, Leeds have gone down. What are they going to do about it? What's the plan to get back? And that is what we've got to get as quickly as possible in place. Some plan that we can say to the fans, look, this is the way we're going to come back, and it's going to happen. Get them excited, even in the summertime when the season's not here, that something is going to happen at Ellen Road. And obviously, should there be investment and finance, I'm sure that's exactly what the chairman will be thinking. Two ways to think on that. Yes, they will have a £12 million parachute payment, but yes, they will have a wage bill, as we've had over the last few years, where most of that money will be accounted for. They'll have Premier players on the wages with contracts that will need paying probably for at least another 12, some of them 2 years. So that's why they get this parachute payment. One is to help them to get back, but the other one is to keep the wage bill, that they can pay the wage bill for Premier players. So, I mean, all that money will not be available for improving their team. Most of it, indeed, will be taken up to just keep things going, So, therefore, if we did get investment, and reasonably substantial investment, I think you could match that because we wouldn't be in a situation where we had Premier players that we're having to pay as we have been having done over the last few years. We've found out what the problem is coming down from the up to down, where you've got the players on big wages. It's not so bad if you're down there and you haven't got a massive wage bill, because whatever you put into your club, you will be building on and improving. And that isn't necessarily the case for some of the teams that are coming down. They might just have that money to survive and go from there. So there is a balance there. But as I say, it does need quite a substantial investment to get to that level.